Maybe you drive in your car and you come back to it, be like, okay, this is the area that I need to focus on. But you would never have gotten that if you didn't take that break. Okay? Even when talking to people, stop listening to people to give an answer or make a point or be right, and just listen. Listen. If you're upset, take it in, come back, be calm. Um, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, stick my thing in here. We back. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of She Gets It podcast. My name is Shan. Hi. Ooh. All right, y'all. The power in the pause. What is she talking about? I'm talking about taking a goddamn break. Taking a break and being able to step away and come back and refresh. Sometimes we can refocus when we stop and we take a break. It is very important, and it is also healthy to learn how to stop yourself from doing something that you are in a habit of doing at a certain time every day, every 2 weeks, whatever it is, and being able to step away and step back and recharge. Working constantly and not witnessing the fruits of your labor will have you ungrateful. It will blind you from seeing the great things that you've done, appreciating yourself, appreciating your work, appreciating the fact that maybe the people that you love the most get to live a great life because of what you do. But with great accomplishments come um, the burden of always wanting to be better than your last thing or always trying to top yourself. So internally, you create this inner competition with yourself, which at a certain level it is healthy, but at the same time, you'll desensitize yourself to actually being able to relax, actually being able to do something other than that work thing. Um, you go on vacation, but you still got your work phone and you take in work calls and you got your laptop. And instead of you enjoy an event with your family, oh, I'm going to stay back and have this Zoom meeting real quick. It'll be just 15 minutes. And then you turn around and you miss your child growing up. You miss you can't remember the last time you seen your wife or your husband smile or laugh, have that deep laugh. Like, I mean, we've been in relationships where we spend so much time being around each other that not we start to not appreciate the things that really made us get there in the first place. Like, if you ever realize that I can't remember the last time I had a great time with this person, or the last time we were not arguing or fighting, or we could just stand each other's silence. When it gets like that, that means y'all need a break. Not that y'all need to break up, but y'all need a time away from each other so y'all can remember why y'all are together. And we all deserve and need to take a pause in life and realize our efforts, blessings, and our gifts. Our world is constantly on the go, especially now in this pandemic. And we are human beings, not machines. And we do not have to move in that way. We can take a break. We can pause. We cannot look at our phones for a few hours. We can turn off our phones if, everybody important is where they need to be in front of you and you're in arm's reach. We can step away and read a book. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to be on for everybody. So that's what I mean. And the power in the pause. And I'm going to dig more into it this episode. You came to the right place. Because I'm going to tell you straight. Okay. I could probably put an ad right here for you too. But you got to hit me up. Your ad could be right here. But back to the show. Please check out She Gets It shop on Teespring. The website is in the description for the show. All right. I got merch on there for the show for those who would like to wear their support or show their support that way. You can support the She Gets It show and podcast and merch on that website. And if you can't get the website, just remember www.whoisshan.com, and you can support me on other shows too and other places to shop for merch. Let's get back to the show. Thank you for coming back. Hope you enjoyed those messages. Again, if you have a product or a book or an ad or another show and you would like to promote it here on She Gets It Podcast, I am here. This podcast is here. I post more than most podcast posts. I have more episodes than usually podcasts do because I have a lot to say. All right. And if you want to grab this audience here that comes back all the time that I appreciate and listen to She Gets a Podcast, email me and let's do this MP3 and let's get it on the show. But to continue what I was saying about the power in the pause, I think it's very important for us to value all the times that you get to rest and recharge, and this whole mindset of, sleep is for the weak, or sleep is for fools, or you can sleep when you're dead. If you don't get your proper rest, if your bed is not comfortable, if you are not stress free, you're not going to live very long. You're not. So what's the point of being so great and having all of these things and all of this money and all of this clout and all of these quote unquote friends, if they're really your friends or not, if you can't stick around to enjoy it and watch them flourish and grow? There's no point. So rest, recharge. Too many people give their best years to a job or a hustle, and then by the time they're sick, or by the time everybody gets a piece of all their efforts that they put into it, nobody calls them to check on them when they're sick. Nobody calls them to check on them when they lose somebody very close. Nobody comes by anymore. It's like, oh, I scrolled through on your Facebook. He must be good, or she must be good. I saw that they post something. They must be good. I checked on them. Oh, I said hi in the chat. I checked on them. That's not checking on people. That's not checking on people. All right. And these are some of the loneliest times for a lot of people. Millions and millions and millions of people are very lonely right now, and they are acting out. They're doing strange things for a little attention. And I think we all need to be considerate. We need to have some compassion. And all that people know about most people is that they worked. They don't know anything else about them. And that's a sad way to go out. That's not how I want to go out. I don't want to go out and people just be like, oh, they worked. What did they do? Oh, they worked a lot. What's their personality at? Oh, they was nice when they worked. Like, you don't want that to be it. And being able to reflect on what you've done and what you need to do makes a huge difference in the quality of work that you produce. So imagine stepping away and coming back and looking at artwork. I mean, I've done it. I've done huge paintings, came back 3 weeks later, hated it, painted it over, erased it, trashed it. And your mind is always growing, your ideas are always there, and sometimes being in front of a painting for 8 hours is not going to make it better. Sometimes painting for 3 days is not going to allow you to see the imperfections and the ways that you can improve. But if you take your mind off of one medium and you go somewhere else, and maybe you watch something, maybe you read a book, maybe you drive in your car and you come back to it and be like, okay, this is the area that I need to focus on. But you would never have gotten that if you didn't take that break. Okay? Even when talking to people, stop listening to people to give an answer or make a point or be right, and just listen. Listen. If you're upset, take it in. come back, be calm, be direct, and then make your point. That's it. That's it. But when you don't know the power in the pause, you will never be able to do that. Okay? When you recharge, you allow your mind to see new muscles that you have to work with. Most people are irritated in life because they can't rest or the quality of rest that they're getting is shitty. Okay? There's a reason why a mattress costs $2,000 compared to a mattress costing you 56 bucks. Okay, there's a reason, there's a quality missing. There's a reason why a down comforter costs X, Y, and Z money and your bed in the bag costs you $30. There's a reason. There's a quality difference in the amount of rest that you're going to get when you put good quality things on your bed. All right. But you can become the best quality of yourself if you get the proper rest. What and who in your life is useful? Okay. You will only be able to see that if you step away from the people that you're around every day. That's why it's so important to get out of your environment and travel. It's so important to take breaks from people that you're in relationships with physically and come back. You know, I've never lived with someone I was in a relationship with. Preferably, I would never do it. I don't want to live with a man unless I'm married to him. And even with that, it's going to be very non-traditional if that does come to be in the future. And it's just a level of understanding of why that is, you know? What is working in your life versus what's not working, and let's remove it. You can only figure that out if you step back and you look at things. You see where the problems stem from. You see what the repeated problems are. Where is it coming from? Who is it coming from? What makes you happy versus what doesn't make you happy? Okay? Being everyone's happy person is exhausting. Every happy-go-lucky person knows it. Happy people are not all the time 24/7 happy. A lot of people have this illusion of myself when they think of Chantal. Oh, she's always happy. No, I'm not always happy, but I'm very honest. I'm very honest about me being happy, me being at peace, me being frustrated, uh, things not going right. I'm honest about it, but I'm not going to put on a smiling face if I don't have a smiling face to give you. And I don't have to smile for anybody. And if you ask me to smile for you, I'm probably purposely not going to smile for you because I don't like people demanding things from me. Being everybody's fix-it person is annoying, and those people need breaks. Taking away your curiosity is what makes life boring. So I think it is very important for us to rest, read, travel, or get lost and talk to someone by doing something different. We can't keep constantly doing the same thing and expecting more out of life. So stop being so hard on yourself. Do something different and learn to rest, step back, take a break, and be human because we are human. We are not machines. Okay. Technology is moving very fast. It will replace us in a lot of jobs. So find your purpose, something that a machine cannot do with your essence, and pour into that. But don't be afraid to take a break. Don't be afraid to step back. Don't be afraid to get your rest. Hit that alarm clock. And if you hate getting up when somebody else tells you to get up because you're on the schedule, figure out what your purpose is. So when you get up on your time for you and do the things that you want to do. My name is Shan. This is She Gets It. And this was The Power in the Damn Pause.